In this video, I'm going to be showing you a day in the life of a life insurance agent. That way, if you're new to the business or you've been in the business for a while and you want to see what an effective life insurance agent schedule looks like, that's what I'm going to be showing you in this video. Now, I just got off of a quick meeting with one of my mentors, and we got 4 pre-booked life insurance appointments later today that I gotta prepare for and get ready to jump on. In the meantime, I'm gonna hit a cold plunge and then I'm gonna make some phone calls. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. It's about 38 degrees outside. Got our little cold plunge in the back porch. Let's do 3 minutes. Ice bath is finished. We're about to make some calls. I got a bunch of leads I need to call before these appointments. The reason I do the ice bath in the morning is because at the end of the day, we sit at home in a cushy, warm office. I'm in pants and a t-shirt. I could technically wear pajamas and do this job. And I think a lot of times agents get in their head about making calls or how hard what we do is. It's so hard to be an insurance agent. And in all reality, I think people just need to reframe what they think is hard. And so by jumping in an ice bath, if you're somebody that has call reluctance, just swap it out with ice bath reluctance. The call reluctance will go away. And you can see, I force myself to get in the ice bath. I sit there for 3 minutes and then I get out. Now, if I have to make phone calls, it's oh, cool, look, it's just a phone call. Who cares? What we do is not hard. It's not easy, but hard is digging trenches or building railroads or welding iron together on a building hundreds of feet in the air with no safety equipment. That's hard work. There's people out there today that do real hard work. What we do matters, and it's not what we do is super easy. You do have to have skill, but it's not hard work. So just, I do that to kind of reframe it for myself of this is not hard by any means. That's hard. Ice bath is hard, but even that is not nearly as hard as some of the things that other people are doing. So I like to start my day with something hard, and that's why I do the ice bath. Let me kind of show you guys how this setup works. So I personally would prefer to have a third monitor, but I just have these 2. So I have this monitor. This has all of my leads. This is our CRM. We have a whole CRM we built out that has automations and everything in it. And we also have a dialer. So this can call multiple leads at once. I'm just gonna do the normal where it only calls 1 lead. But basically I can call the leads that are in here using a power dialer so it goes through faster. And then also it comes with, it has local number wrapping to boost my answer rate. So if I call someone that's living in Alaska, I'm gonna have an Alaska area code. If I call someone that's living in Texas, I'll have a Texas area code. And that's basically how it works. But got a little keyboard, a little mouse. I have a microphone, so I just talk into this. This is a really high quality microphone. You can see as I talk on it, this little green light pops up. You don't need anything like this. This is just, I have this because I also record videos. But yeah, this is basically the setup, the aesthetic of my office. Got a bunch of books on the bookshelf and everything, and Advanced Agent Marketing logo, little Advanced Agent Marketing thing here, and some plants, which are nice. And then I also have this little treadmill desk, which I may bust out in a moment, but we're gonna get some dials. Alrighty, so we're gonna start calling through these leads, and we're gonna get it cooking here.
You've reached my cell phone, but I'm currently not available to take the call right now. Please leave me your name, number, and a brief message. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So.
All right, so we're obviously gonna call that guy right back, and this is essentially what I do.
Hello.
Hey, Thomas, what's going on? This is Tim. I was reaching out. You filled out a form about the tax-free retirement with an IUL. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, I was looking into that. I'm trying to figure out a way to make sure that I can enjoy my last few years of life without having to work, because that's all I've ever done is work my whole life. Since I was 15 years old, that's all I've ever did. And I'm just tired of working now. I want to retire and try to enjoy, 7 or 8, 10, hopefully even more years.
What I would honestly recommend for you to do is the main thing when it comes to life insurance, first and foremost, we want to make sure that you're not a burden on your wife. We want to make sure that if something happens to her, first and foremost, she's not going backwards. That's step 1, right? That is a must have. But after that, anything else that we can add on extra is just a bonus and is gonna help her out. Does that make sense?
Right.
All right, here we go. Found a fire video. Ed Slot IUL tax-free retirement. I'm just gonna copy this video and send it to our guy. Here's the thing, is like you guys, a lot of you guys out there be like, oh, how do you follow up? And you'll just be like, hey, Miss Jones, just following up on that life insurance we talked about. What I like to do is I like to give people something called value-based follow-up. So I'm gonna send them something of value so that I'm not just like some annoying guy that keeps calling them like, hey, are you ready to move forward? Are you ready to get started? Are you ready to start paying money? No, I'm gonna send them value, I'm gonna educate them, and I'm gonna position myself as an expert so that they wanna work with me and wanna do business with me. So I'm about to text this guy this video, boom, boom, and I'm going to paste this video and text it over to our guy. I'm coming downstairs, I got about 10 minutes before my next appointment. About to cook some steak in the air fryer. If you guys aren't already on the air fryer wave, it is probably the best invention in human history. All right, so I'm gonna season this steak a little bit and then put it in while I jump on my next call. It's gonna come out beautifully. Appointment no-showed. We're sitting at about a 50% show rate today, so not too bad. Got this other guy in a minute, but I'm gonna come down and check on my steak prior to this call. Haven't eaten anything all day. It's like 3 o'clock, so I need to get some food, get some nice steak and rice, and get the phones again. So typically with an IUL, what I've found works best is you wanna set it up for one of two things. One is you're gonna set it up to basically try to get as much life insurance as possible to make sure that the house gets paid off if God forbid something were to happen to you.
Right.
The other one, which is what people usually do when they set it up for tax-free retirement, is they'll try to get as little life insurance as possible and try to get as much, it's called cash value, which basically builds up in the policy. And so what I've usually found is you want to structure it for either let's get as much life insurance as possible, or structure it for let's get as much cash growth inside of the IUL. Which one do you think would be the bigger priority? Because we can always find a solution to help you with both. But in terms of like, how would you want to set it up? Are you trying to get more so paying for the house, or more so like building up some cash?
Building up the cash.
Okay, that's the priority.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Do you have anything in place now to kind of help you with retirement? I know you said it looks like you said you're doing some stuff with real estate. Do you have anything in place now?
I have real estate. I own 40 properties.
Okay, awesome. So you got a head start on the retirement income. You got some stuff in place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 40 properties, all free and clear. I'm doing pretty well with that. So.
Got it. Awesome.
I still like to try to, I've been looking into this IUL and more so on the cash side.
100%.
And if I can get with the right person to help me do that, that would be a plus also to what I'm doing.
Definitely makes sense. Now, in terms of properties you have, does that get you close to the 20,000, or is there still like you need something else to fill in the gap?
No, that gets me there. That gets me there and some.
Okay, got it. So right now, in terms of income and retirement income, you're already set up. You already got the amount of income you need. It's more so just seeing if you can do something else to kind of add to it. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. The next steps would basically be you and I setting up a time to go over some stuff on a Zoom. That way I can kind of show you like what it would look like with the IUL, how it would be structured, how it would be set up, and can kind of like visually show you exactly what that would look like.
Thank you so much. I'll be waiting on the call.
By the way, I just put in like a quick estimation to see what we would get paid on a deal with that guy. It would be like almost $13,000 in commission with that quick phone call. You guys are not using AI yet. You are totally falling behind. I just uploaded a transcript of one of my Zoom calls, and I put together this entire retirement strategy report for one of my calls. I'm about to shoot this over to her, but it took me like 5 minutes. It's like a 4-page document, with like super in-depth analysis of what she should do, and it made it in like 30 seconds. It's gonna set me apart from everybody else that's out there. So use AI, don't be stupid. Some good follow-up going into next week. We got that one that's a potential annuity. I got the guy that's the real estate investor. And then I still have some other people that I'm following up with from last week that just trying to push over the line and ultimately build up the pipeline. You know, the game with insurance sales is build up the pipeline, and then eventually things start converting over the pipeline. With IULs and annuities and the more complex stuff that I'm doing, it's not like an immediate, like you're not gonna make a one call close with that. If you did, it would be pretty concerning. This is a follow-up game where you have to build a pipeline and ultimately nurture and work them over a period of time. So got some good stuff in the pipeline, did some good work today, and we'll see you guys in the next one.